Is that a mobile phone I see out? Put it away now! Can't remember these distractions. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. You've been invited here to celebrate and share the success of some of our younger students who have taken a particular interest in the history of Hollowfield Academy. They have deeply embroiled in their research and have covered some very interesting facts about this school which may shock and horrify you. I know you're all aware. This school has been held in high repute for over 100 years, and as long as this is under my watch, I intend that to continue. But considering it is all Hallows Eve, and the written proposal brought forth to me by the three young men, I deemed it acceptable for them to present their research using their authorial skills in the form of 3 terrifying tales of terror. Boys! Quickly now, we're all on play. Before we begin, I just want to say that these 3 young men who stand here before you today are symbols of excellence in our school. Although they display a rather morbid fascination with these ghoulish stories, they have applied themselves to this project with a passion and discipline, a real team spirit, pun intended. Far be it for me to dissuade them, as we do heartily encourage creativity here at Hollowfield Academy. Why, it only seems like yesterday I was standing upon this very stage with my father, a former headmaster himself. I was receiving awards for excellence and commitment and what have you. Now I take great pride in being able to pass down the torch to the younger generation. 4 children indeed are our futures. Who knows, maybe one of these fine young men may be running the country one day. Come on then, Jenkins! Spit it out, boy!
I'm trying, sir!
What is it? Stage fright? Can't go to be watching? Ah, my lad, don't worry. You're not surrounded at the urinal trough now. You see all these audience members? Just imagine them in their underwear or something. Actually, better not. Sounds like a safeguarding issue. Oh, sorry, it's me, isn't it? Oh, I do apologise. Mr. Fitz, round they go again. Oh, I do apologise. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Toby Jenkins, Henry Bainbridge, and Stephen Digby with their 3 terrifying tales of terror. Good luck, boys!
My story takes place many years ago, within the very walls of the school. It all started with a new student, someone with a voice and a chance to change things and push for the equality of man and woman alike.
Oh, sorry.
That student's name was Edward Atkins, and his first day here at Hollowfield Academy started just like the rest of us, when he was shown to his room.
So, this will be your room. Quite lucky, really, have it all to yourself. Most of us have to bunk up with somebody else. I have to bunk up with Will Daniels. He's a bit of a joker. Once he taped my underpants round my head and left me chained to a sink for a whole day. Oh, it's funny that. Anyway, toilets down the hall and they'll be serving lunch in the canteen in about 20 minutes. Are you alright?
Yeah, fine thanks, Eric. Just taking it all in. It's an amazing place.
Yes, it's pretty great. You should see the view from the roof. Spectacular. Well, until you're being dangled upside down from your ankles over the edge. Then it's pretty vomit-inducing. Anyway, I'll let you get settled. I'll give you a knock before we go down for lunch.
I can't believe it worked. yet here I am, a student at Hollowfield Academy for boys. That's right, I'm one of the boys. Still can't believe we fell for it. But the teachers here don't pay that much attention as long as I follow the rules and keep a low profile. I think I can blend in. I'll form no attachments. Just be part of the scenery. I should thank my lucky stars, really. I've already had some fortunate breaks. Fancy them giving me a room of my own. It's a nice room too. Good size. Nice bed. Plenty of storage. There's something really comforting about it. Despite everything going against me, I feel like I was drawn to this place. Like I really do belong here.
Are you ready for lunch, Edward?
Coming!
We'd better be quick. If Will beats us there, I'll probably end up wearing my lunch. And the last time I take shepherd's pies in a very fashionable look.
I'm so sorry, Derek.
It's quite alright, really. Happens more often than you think. You know what they say, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. Fool me several other times, well, I've no shame left, really.
What if I wasn't darling? We would have gotten there first. And this wouldn't have happened.
Honestly, Edward, it's fine, I'll get over it.
So, this happens to you a lot?
More often than not, yes.
Well, why don't you tell someone about it?
Oh, I don't think so.
Surely you can tell a teacher.
No, that wouldn't do much good here.
Well, why not?
They say bullying is character building. That I must learn to stand up for myself and not be a pushover all my life. I suppose I'll learn eventually.
That's ridiculous!
Is it?
Yes, of course it is. Look, you've been really nice to me all day, Derek. You showed me around and taught me the ins and outs of this place. I don't like spending time with other people. But if you want to keep your head down, then you can hide here with me.
That's very nice of you, Edward. I don't know what to say. I've never really had someone look out for me before. Does this mean we're friends?
Yeah, Derek. I'll be your friend.
And you won't pick on me,
I won't pick on you,
or tip my lunch over me,
or take your lunch over you,
or trip me up in the hallway,
or trip you up in the hallway.
or dangle me out of the third floor window,
No!
or set fire to my underpants while I'm still wearing them.
No! God, no! Look, Derek, we're friends now. And friends don't do things like that to each other.
Oh gosh, this is all very exciting.
Yeah, it is.
What should we do now?
I think you should go get yourself cleaned up, actually.
Oh yes, the shepherd's pie, of course.
It's been a really long day. I need to finish up everything. So, you go get cleaned up, and I'll see you in the morning.
Yes, quite right. Thank you, Edward. Good night.
So much for keeping a low profile. It's going to be hard doing that with the entire school's #1 target looking at my heels. Boys can be so cruel, then stopping girls. I know exactly how it feels. Nobody wanted to listen to me either. I guess the difference between Derek and I is I found a way to stand up for myself, to show everybody that they were wrong, that I could use my brain and get an education. Maybe I can teach Derek a thing or two. I hope he doesn't figure out who I really am. Or probably just the wind. I think I'll have to go into a think it's time for bed.
two spoonfuls in and then I got dumped.
Why are you still stood here?
Will said that if I moved before he left the canteen, he'd wash my face in the toilet bowl.
Don't be ridiculous.
I don't think you understand what he's capable of. He might be an evil genius.
Derek, let's get you cleaned up.
I really don't think that's a good idea.
Derek, Mum, it's fine.
Well, alright then.
Well, what do we have here then?
Nothing, Will.
Looks to me like this is made an order. What do you think, boys?
You told him to stay there. Stay there or get rinsed in the porcelain.
And what Wobbly, you moved, you bloody moved.
I'm sorry, Will, I didn't mean to.
Didn't mean what? Can't you see we don't enjoy doing this? We're trying to build character.
Make the man out here.
That's exactly right, Woolwich. Still, Woolly, still, he fires at every turn. And then we have to take matters a little more seriously. We're not savages, you know. I heard back in the day they used to take little turds like you out across the lake to a little island in the middle, strip them naked and leave them to find their own way back. We're not that bad, Wobbly. We just want to give you a little swim.
What's wrong, Wobbly? You're looking a little flushed.
Escort him out over to the salon, boys. I think it's time for a rinse. Now what's this? You made a friend, Wobbly.
Fresh meat. I saw him get it yesterday.
Is that right? And what's your name, lad?
Leave Derek alone. Ooh, look at the stones on this one. I think we've got a dead man walking.
Turn around and leave. She's done nothing to you.
Edward,
So it's Edward. Well, Edward, seems rather initiated to how things work around here. Allow me to explain. There's a pecking order, and fresh meat like yourself, or little runts like Wobbly here, belong at the bottom, and those at the bottom answer to us. So it seems a little hazy is in order. Something that'll help you to know your place. Take them both, lads.
Let's go!
Looks like we're in for a double swim today. Bloody hell!
Jesus Christ! That's quite enough blasphemy from you, young masters, and quite enough of this thuggish behaviour too. If I see you harassing these two again, I'll have you go straight in front of the headmaster. I'll be clear.
Yes, miss.
Now clear off. Go.
You can't hide behind the kitchen witch all the time. I've got something special planned for you ready for me.
Thank you. You all right, Derek?
yes, I'm fine, thanks, miss.
Didn't get to eat too many food porridge, did you?
No, miss.
Head into the bag and pour about a bowl out for yourself and young master Edward. Young master Edward.
Thank you, miss.
A word, please, Master Edward.
Yes, miss? What is it?
I don't know who you think you're fooling. I can see right through you, girl. This little stunt of yours will only spell trouble.
I don't want to cause any trouble.
Then why are you here?
Because I want...
Want to what? Prove that you can keep up with the boys? Prove that this world is changing?
Yes!
I appreciate you standing up for Derek. That boy worries me a great deal. The weak do not survive long here, and that is why I worry about you also.
Look after myself.
You think you're doing something noble, girl, something for the plight of feminism, but believe you me, you are not the first and certainly won't be the last. The world will change for us, but not here, not within the walls of this accursed school. If you know what's best for you, then you will leave.
I can't. For the longest time, I had this void, this gaping hole inside of me. No matter how hard I tried, I just couldn't fill it. I always felt I was missing something until I found my way here. I can't explain it, but I need to be. Please, miss.
I fear no good will come of this, but it is not my place to stop you. Do what you must. I'm going to eat your porridge before it gets cold.
Thank you for sticking up for me, Edward, but you shouldn't have done that.
Why not?
Because now you've tied yourself to me, the other boys will see you as being on my level. You'll be subject to the same fate as me.
So much for keeping my head down.
What?
When I came here, I told myself I would keep my head down. I just wanted to get off my work and do well. I never wanted to get involved in any of these silly boys' games. And it's taken less than a day. Perhaps dinner lady was right.
Irene, what did she say?
Nothing. It's just... Why did Will call the kitchen witch?
I don't know, really. Probably because she looks after me. It's not the first time she's thwarted Will's plans or fed me after I've had my food taken. Everyone thinks she's scary, but I think she's really nice. What do you think's going to happen to us now?
What do you mean?
Well, we didn't get our heads flushed down the toilet, so what next? They'll be planning something. Might be tomorrow, could be next week, a month from now. I don't know, but they'll get us.
Oh, great.
Probably best not to think about it, just take it as it comes.
You shouldn't have to think like that. We shouldn't have to think like that.
Well, what else can we do?
We'll have to be vigilant. You watch my back, I'll watch yours. If we look out for each other, maybe we won't be able to see us by surprise. I'll look out for you, Derek. I promise. Hello? Who thought so much of changing his name? They have made a dreadful mistake. The woman from the canteen, we call her the kitchen witch. She said this place was cursed. At first, I thought she meant it as a figure of speech. But now I'm not so sure. After the horrible dreams I had last night, and the way those boys treat me today. Perhaps she's right. Perhaps I'm in over my head. I should leave. I could sneak out in the middle of the night, and no one would be any the wiser. You won't be able to find me. I could be invisible. Daniels, I know that's you. Leave me alone. Right, that's it. I'm leaving.
Edward, it's Derek. Derek Wadley. Look, I know it's awfully late, but I need to speak to you. Do you think I could possibly come in?
I'm sorry, Derek. I'm really quite tired. Now's not a good time.
Are you sure you're alright? I thought I heard a scream.
Yeah, I'm fine. I was just nodding off, and you're not frightening me. That's all.
Oh, right.
Good night, Derek.
Look, Edward, please. It's really quite important that I talk to you right now. I have to warn you of something. Ow!
Derek? Are you alright?
Yes, it's nothing. I just stubbed my toe.
Derek, I don't believe you. Will's there, isn't he?
No, everything's fine. Really, it's fine.
I'm not opening the door, Daniels. You should go and leave. And leave Derek alone before somebody finds out.
You're bloody useless, Wadley.
Ow!
Don't you hurt him!
Look, Edward, if you wish for no more harm to come to this stupid place, I suggest you open this door and take what's coming to you.
I'm not opening the door!
However, there is a little bit in which you've never been born. You won't recognise him without time wailing with him. Do you, Izzy?
Edward, help me, please!
Shut up, Wadley.
Ow!
This is your count to 3. If you're not happy by the time I'm done, then what the year gets it. 1, 2, 3.
What the hell? What's going on?
Complete the lights all you're on, Ed. We'll still find you.
What's that? Oh my God! What's that? Oh, I'm sorry. Help! I'm sorry. Help!
You're a girl.
Yeah.
What? Where are you going?
I'm sorry, Derek. I can't. Whatever brought me here, I was wrong. I just...
No one is sure what happened that night. 3 bodies disappeared and one of them was left in a near catatonic state. When they asked Wadley what had happened, all he could say was, Edward is a girl and there's a woman in the wardroom.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are too kind, but it will be your downfall one day. Bravo, James. That was quite the rousing tale you told there, boy.
Thank you, sir.
Very fluent, well put together, and complete, and utter rubbish. A girl disguised as a boy in my school? Complete trouble! Well then, Bainbridge, what schlocky, ghoulish nonsense have you got in store for us?
Well, sir, my story is called The Witch and the Pit.
The witch and the pit? Whose pit? Digby, have you stopped using deodorant again?
No, sir, I'm fresh as a daisy.
I think he means like a big fold, sir.
Quiet, Jenkins. You've had your turn. Yes, of course, I know what he means. Come on then, Bainbridge, let's say all about this witch and the pit. If this goes on for any longer, we shall want to jump in it.
What was that, sir?
Nothing, on with the show.
A long time ago, Hollowfield Academy was run by a different headmaster. A well-liked man, more so than others who called themselves in his stead.
What was that?
Nothing, sir.
I don't like what you're insinuating there, Bainbridge.
Sorry, sir, it's not about you. He was a kind man, a fair man, appreciated by staff and students alike. He was often found walking the halls, the classrooms, the playing fields, and the canteen, looking both for pupils, staff, caretakers, and even the cooks. That was where he met her. There was a spark between them, a fiery passion that was just beginning to burn, but it was forbidden. He was married, and his son attended the school. She was a young woman in his employ. He simply wasn't right. But she was just as drawn to him as he was to her, and so a passionate affair began.
By jingle, Bainbridge! This all seems to be getting a little bit saucy.
Sorry, I'll skip the sordid details then, shall I?
Yes, I think it's the best. Yes, quite right.
They vowed to keep their love a secret, and for a time they did. However, in a place like this, the walls always have eyes and ears.
Oh my goodness, sorry ladies, I didn't see you standing there. Nice to see you, Mavis, Irene, Brenda.
Bertha!
Sorry?
Not Brenda, Bertha.
Of course it is, please. Please do excuse me. What can I do for you today, ladies?
Come to you, sir, with a concern regarding one of our room.
A concern? Well, whatever would it be?
It's Molly, Mr. Simpson.
Ah, yes, Molly. A lovely girl, isn't she?
She certainly is.
Then whatever could be the matter?
We treat that girl as our little sister. We look out for her.
We take care of her.
This little chagrin of yours is not full of us.
I don't quite follow. Do you...
Give it a rest, Mrs. Simpson.
Really think we can't tell?
We see it in her eyes.
And yours.
The way you look at each other.
We're well aware of what's going on.
And what, exactly, does your wife think of all of this?
Now look
And
here!
what happens to your young lad when his peers discover that the father, the head of this school, is an adulterer?
What do you want? What exactly is it you intend to do?
Absolutely nothing.
As long as no harm comes to our Molly.
Therein lies the trouble. You're on a dangerous path.
And these things never end well.
You're right. I've been a bloody fool, haven't I? My wife, my son, Molly. I haven't given any of them a real thought about what this will do to them, let alone my own career.
You've seen a dark road ahead.
Dark road, what do you mean?
A glimpse of the future.
Echoes of what they did.
Only did the blind thing. Put this right before it's too late. For if any harm should fall upon our Molly's head, then we will see you dragged through hell.
Oh, Molly. Hello, I'm glad you're here.
So am I.
You are?
Of course I am. Why wouldn't I be?
Well, I think it's something you and I should discuss.
You're absolutely right.
I am?
Yes, you are. Something wonderful's happened. I'm pregnant. It's your Gregory. We're going to have a baby together. Aren't you excited?
Molly, it's wonderful news, it really is, but what have we done?
What do you mean?
Well, this relationship of ours is wrong, so very wrong. And now we're going to bring a child into the secret affair. Please don't misunderstand me. I love you very, very much, but is this the right thing to do?
And so, she convinced him it was. They spoke long into the night, and one thing became very clear. They both loved each other, and they both wanted the baby. Difficult decisions had to be made. They would start saving up and run away from his life, just as soon as they could. For now, however, the pregnancy would remain a secret. Simpson did everything he could for Molly and their unborn child. He always felt like he was looking over his shoulder. Was this a dangerous path the kitchen staff were warning him? How much did they really know? He didn't dare tell Molly of their warning, in case it frightened her, so he kept it to himself. Months passed without incident. People had noticed a change in Simpson. He was unkempt, and his behaviour had changed. From nurturing, friendly headmaster, to jittery and paranoid. He had become a shell of his former self. And then, the night came. The baby had arrived earlier than expected, and although Molly was fierce and fought hard, she always felt like she was looking over her shoulder. Simpson wanted, begged, and pleaded with her to let him call an ambulance, but she refused. It was already too late. As Gregory Simpson's baby girl came into this world, Molly passed away. Scrutiny of grief, he decided to hide Molly's body. No one should ever know about this, especially Molly's fellow minister. He would tell them he had done the right thing, given her some money and sent her on her way. They would be none the wiser to the truth. He decided to bury her, entomb her, right here within the walls of the school. He laid her to rest in an old fireplace and bricked it up. Molly would always be right there,
Chloe, she's my daughter.
What's going on?
Keep your hands off my child! Put her back. Please. Put her back.
yourself. How did this chasm get here?
It's always been here, Mr. Simpson. Since the very beginning, the founders of this school came together right here, in this very room, to ensure its descendants would thrive. It's always been here. You just couldn't see it.
And why not?
Because we are its keepers, and we alone are charged with protecting it.
You speak of the occult. This is witchcraft! Please, I'm begging you, return my child.
You must pay for your sins, Gregory.
Please.
You've abused your power, and it's cost the young girl her life.
She loved you.
And I love her!
You were too selfish to let her go. An eye for an eye, Mr. Simpson. Now you must go.
anyone ever touches her again.
You cannot do this. I am the headmaster here. Give me back my child!
But if you go down to the realm of the dead, all the nations that forget God.
Please, help me. Don't let this happen.
Gregory!
Please, help me. I'll give you anything you want.
Can you give us Molly back?
No, I'll give you anything. Anything.
That, Mr. Stephen!
No, please.
What you, Pepper, shall bear!
Help! Help! Good Lord! Well,
Well, what, sir?
what do you think? What happened next?
Well, that was the end of the story, sir. He was dragged down to hell, and his bloodline was cursed. Should they ever step foot in the school again?
But that's what I mean. You said a wife and a son. And what happened to them? Not that it matters, of course. It's just another blithering nonsense, really. I've been in that cellar dozens of times, and I've never seen a fiery, scorching pit that leads straight to hell. Come on, then, Digby. Show us off for the evening.
Well, sir, I thought you might find my story quite intriguing.
Oh yes, and why is that?
Because, sir, I am speaking a tale of ghastly revenge.
Cut the theatrics, Digby. Just get on with it.
My story begins in the dead of the night. 3 boys have stolen away from their dorms, abducting a young lad for his final initiation. Young Harry spent months being tossed through the ringer, and now one final test awaits him. They take him down to the lake, meeting Sarah, a local village girl, and the head boy's girlfriend. They find the caretaker's rowing boat and set out across the water, but none of them would have expected what was to happen next.
It's not like we have much of a choice, is it?
What have we done?
Stop, you snivelling Jackson. It's fine. No one knew it was us.
We bloody killed him!
No, Jackson. No, we have not.
He fell in.
Well, who tied him up? Who gagged him?
That's besides the point.
How is it?
It's all part of the ritual. They're badly gagged, we sail them off to the island, nick their clothes, and they find their way back by morning. Initiation complete.
It's always a laugh.
How can you be talking about the sodding ritual now? This lad's life has been a living hell for the past 6 months, and you wanted to rush him through. Jackson's right. We're all responsible here. We have to tell someone.
No.
Absolutely not.
Are you serious?
Look, I understand. It's a tense situation, and we're all a little bit upset. But if we tell anyone now, it's all over for us. Everything is gone. Everything?
Probably a Young Offenders Institute. No more school for you lot. No more bright futures.
Well, it brought disgrace on all of our families.
Does it matter?
What?
Does any of that matter? Harry is dead. Do you think people will just accept that he wandered out there by himself?
Laugh to.
You know he couldn't swim, right?
It's not even that deep.
It's deep enough.
Exactly.
Are you really going to listen to this?
Listen, he fell in. It was an accident. But who's going to believe that? No one. So we took action. We covered our tracks. And if either of you has a problem with this, then I'll throw you in there too.
This is low, Shepherd. Even for you. This is really low. He was my friend.
He was not your friend.
Yes, he was. Don't pretend you know me, Sarah.
Careful, Saunders.
Look, I don't know what he's told you about me. What you think you know about me. But he was my mate. I knew him before Hollowfield. I know his family. How am I ever going to look them in the eyes again?
Oh, poor Saunders. I guess you just have to find find way.
You really couldn't care less, could you?
Well, it's not like it's the end of the world.
It's the end of Harry's, you horrible...
Finish that sentence, Saunders, and I will gouge your eyes out.
Nice sleeping here.
Is he serious?
Shepherd,
Everything has to look normal. One thing out of the ordinary, and we look suspicious. So pull yourself together, Jackson, and go to bloody bed.
you're right, Jackson. Let's get off to bed.
How are we ever going to live with ourselves?
Oh, Harry. First his dad goes missing and now him.
So Harry?
Don't you think it's time you were leaving too?
What that was this?
You're a real piece of work, aren't you?
I tried.
The boy has lost his life tonight. A bright young future ruined. And you're treating it as if it doesn't even matter.
Step back, Saunders.
You saw the state Jackson was in when he got back to the dorms.
Yeah, what a baby.
He's shaken, but he'll be fine.
I think you overestimate him. He's sensitive.
Sensitive.
Yeah, sensitive.
Look here, I'm not going to sit here and listen to this. What's done is done, and we need to move on. Jackson! Stay here. Quiet yourself down, lad. What the bloody hell happened?
I saw him.
Saw who?
I saw Harry's bag!
Bloody hell!
Keep your voices down. We need to get back to the dorm without anyone seeing us.
I've gone into bed. I closed my eyes. I could feel something. It was like a presence. It was like I was being watched. And there was a sound. Like a drip. 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 And I opened my eyes and he was there! Harry was stood at the end of my bed watching me!
Bollocks.
Look at me, Jackson. Are you sure? Are you absolutely sure it was Harry?
I'm positive.
You said you closed your eyes. Perhaps you'd already fallen asleep. The man can play tricks on you like that, you know.
I wasn't asleep. I wasn't dreaming. I know exactly what I saw. It was Harry! And he won't let us get away with it!
There's nothing here, Jackson.
Any water?
What?
Jackson said you had a dripping sound. Is there any water at the end of the bed?
No, there was no bloody water. Because his bloody idiot was dreaming. You were right. This whole thing has traumatized him.
You're right, I am traumatized. That doesn't mean I'm wrong. I looked into his eyes, deep and hollow and full of spite. He stared right through me. He didn't say a word, but I knew exactly what he wanted. He wants us to join him, he's coming to get us!
Absolute bloody nonsense. That boy is floating upside down in the middle of that lake.
Oh God!
What is it?
I saw Harry! He's coming!
There's no one there, Jackson.
Pull yourself together, Jackson. You're hysterical.
What have we done?
Jackson!
Back in the room. Now!
What the hell just happened?
He was out of his mind.
Who? Jackson?
He went straight through the window. There's no way he survived.
Did you see anything?
He's gone, Shepherd.
Did you see anything?
What do you mean, see anything?
No, I didn't see anything.
What are you talking about?
Jackson thought he saw Harry.
He was out of his mind.
So he jumped out a window.
He jumped straight through it.
My God. He must have gone mad from guilt. He must have pushed him.
What?
Jackson! He must have pushed Harry in. That's why he was so racked with guilt.
I don't believe you.
What?
Who are you trying to convince? Me or yourself?
Excuse me?
It was dark. I wasn't sure what I saw. But you pushed him.
Careful, Saunders.
You pushed him in.
It was an accident.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it was.
You've gone off the deep end.
Have I? Have I really? Or have I hit the nail square on the head?
It was a tap. A playful nudge.
Are you serious?
Well, I didn't realise the little brat couldn't swim. And I certainly didn't think it would take you idiots so long to pull him out.
Sarah, please tell me you're joking.
Oh, I didn't
here.
Please enlighten me.
Harry is dead. What Jackson saw was a ghost, a spirit.
Really, Saunders?
Are you kidding me? Are you really going to buy into this?
I'm serious. The reason he's so bloody terrified is because what he saw wasn't human.
Bollocks. Are you serious?
I'm very serious. And if he's come for revenge, then I think we're next.
Okay. Right, this is fine. Everyone's downstairs right now attending to Jackson, so we'll sneak out the back of the house and go down to the lake.
What? Why?
Because I want to prove it's all complete bollocks. We go up there and we see that Harry's still there, dead and bloated, and we come back.
And what exactly does that prove?
I don't believe in this ghost stuff, so if he's still there, that means we're fine.
You're going off the deep end.
I don't believe you two. Two silly little boys who can't handle the pressure, jumping at shadows and thinking the boogeyman's going to come get you. It just goes to show that you don't need brains to go to a fancy school like this. If it wasn't for feminine intuition, men would have died out long ago. So, come on, I'll prove it to you. Peace of mind. Jackson was off his head. He was the one off the deep end, and now he's kissing the concrete. Harry couldn't swim, and now he's seen to the fishes. They're both dead, and we're alive, and it's going to stay that way. Harry is not a ghost.
Then, why do I hear dripping?
What?
Jackson said he heard dripping. Do you?
Yeah, I do.
Then, what are we going to do about it?
We go up there right now, and we find the body, or we don't. Either way, there is no such thing as ghosts.
Saunders, I can't know. Saunders, what's wrong with you?
Everything is wrong with me.
We don't have time for
We don't have
this.
time for this. Look at what we're doing. Look at what she's got you doing.
It was an accident. These things happen.
Did they? Did they really?
Did they what?
I'm not going back out there. This is your mess and you can clean it up.
Oh, what's wrong, Saunders? Lost your balls?
Sarah,
What? You too?
just remember, we have to stay together on this.
You two deserve each other.
Saunders, wait. We have to stay together on this one.
Maybe you two do. But I've had enough. This situation is spiralling out of control. 2 boys are dead tonight, and that's on us. The longer we keep this up, follow this charade, the guiltier we become.
You're right. He's right. Maybe we have to tell someone. Maybe we have to do the right thing.
Please don't tell me you're going to soften this sad act.
We have to tell someone, Sarah. Do you think I signed up to be a murderer?
None of us signed up for this. Where did you sense of protection for your friend? You sense of loyalty. You sense of love for me.
How can I protect my friends when they're already dead? How can I feel any sort of love for you when it's all your fault? You're a murderer. Oh.
You made me do that. Do you think I asked for this? Do you really think this is what I wanted? To be out in the dark chasing ghosts? You're getting that boat. You're going to go out there and prove it's all complete nonsense.
Saunders?
I'm not going back out there.
Pathetic. Both of you.
Saunders, please.
I'm going back to the dorms. Just let the poor lad rest in peace.
You're best not telling her about this.
What makes you think I would?
Just don't, alright? I'm not going down for this.
We're all going to hell for this.
Well, what are you waiting for? You got that, now stay here and keep watch. Just go and prove it's not some stupid paranoid delusion. Dad, you well, Mother? You did very well, my child. They will be proud. Why must it do it, Mother? Why must this suffer?
But we do not. Hollowfield is an evil place. If we're to contain that evil, then sacrifices must be made. It must be fed. We must satiate the hunger. all will be well. Until next time.
Until next time.
I know you're there. I know exactly what Jackson meant. I can feel you. I know you're really in that lake too. After weeks of torture and torment, to end like this, I completely understand why you're here. We all went through it, Harry. It was the ritual. But that doesn't make it right. Before you came here, you were my little brother. You used to follow me around everywhere. Mum used to call you my little shadow. I really missed that. I missed having you around. And then you finally made it here, and this is how I treat you. I don't suppose an apology will do much good now. I expect you've already made your mind up. But for what it's worth, Harry, I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ, get off with your bloody... See, Harry? Sarah was right. You're dead. Jackson went mad, and Saunders, he's gone soft. He's got feelings for you. You're just a casualty, I'm afraid. Tomorrow we'll mourn your death, and that'll be it. Life will go on. Ta-ra, mate. What was that? Jesus, time to go. Shit! No! Sarah! No! Sarah, please! Saunders! Anyone! Help! Please! Help me! God, no! Ah!
By Jingo. That got rather, tense. Anyway, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming tonight. Hope you have a safe Halloween and a pleasant time home. Thank you, goodbye.
Wait a minute, sir.
What is it, Bainbridge? Can you see these people have got homes to go to?
Well, it's just...
This is our boy.
What he's trying to say, sir, is wasn't there something familiar to you about that last story?
Whatever do you mean?
Digby's story, sir. Didn't it bring a little close to home?
Stop talking in riddles, lads. This with your tribe. Now it's time to go.
There's nowhere to go, sir.
Now look here. I've found enough of this. This is absolutely ridiculous.
Here.
Come on, it's this way. Are you sure? Of course I'm sure. It's me. That's what I'm worried about.
What is that?
This is a really stupid idea. What if we get caught? Parents trying to catch us. I'm not waiting for you. Don't tell me you're scared. I'm not scared. I didn't believe anything here.
What in the blue blazes is going on here?
So I guess this was a hall.
And this is the stage.
I wonder what's behind it. I don't. Honey, Erica!
Excuse me, but I've had quite enough of this.
I wonder if any of this will still work.
No, I don't like this. I really don't think we should be here.
You shouldn't be here.
Come on, Tara. It'll be fine.
None of you can go to this school. Where are your parents?
This is exactly what we've been trying to tell you, sir.
This isn't good anymore. Either you answer me right now, or I'll call the police. Yes, I'll call the police.
I can't hear you, sir.
Honestly, the cheek of young people nowadays.
Sir.
Sir!
Harry! I beg your pardon.
You're not listening, sir. This is what we've been trying to tell you all night.
We're sorry
What happened?
for what we did.
But it's time to move on.
Have you all smelled? Can you see? Here, our school has been infiltrated. We are being mocked and disrespected. Do you hear that, you young scallywags? How dare you mock and disrespect the fine reputation of Hollowfield Academy?
They can't hear you, sir!
Yes, Digby, I can see that they're choosing to ignore me.
They're not choosing anything. Look.
For God's sake, Erica, pack it in. Pack what in? Stop making me jump. I'm over here. Well, Jane then.
I'm not here.
Sophie? Tara?
Don't look at us.
Well, what touched me? Probably nine minutes or something.
Extraordinary.
I'm serious now. What was that?
What was what?
Something touched me. Again.
There's nothing there. We're looking right at you.
You see?
No, I don't see it at all.
Fine. Watch this. Lights!
The lions.
It's so bright.
Jane, did you do that?
I didn't do anything.
It's all. Jane? What is it?
Oh my God!
This can't be real.
They're hideous.
What is this? What do we do?
By Jove, what on earth was all that about?
Don't you see, Harry? They're the only people who are really here. Everyone else is gone.
And we're stuck here.
Stuck here until you accept what happened.
I'm sorry, Harry.
And we know that doesn't make everything right. But don't you think we've all suffered enough?